Hello and a warm welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Global TV News Cycle, live in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. I am Queen Agaba, and thank you for staying tuned. The Court of Appeal in Abuja has nullified the election of Governor Caleb Mutfwang of Plateau State in a unanimous decision. The three-member panel on Sunday ruled that Mr. Mutfwang was not sponsored by his party, the People's Democratic Party, PDP. The court held that the appeal brought by Netawe Goshwe of the All Progressive Congress, APC, was valid as the issue of qualification was both a pre- and post-election matter under Section 177, subsection C of the Nigerian Constitution and Section 80 and 82 of the Electoral Act 2022. The court ruled that the failure of the PDP to comply with the order of the Plateau State High Court in Jos, directing it to conduct valid ward, local government and state congresses before nominating its candidates for the various elective posts was a breach of law. President Bola Tinubu has arrived Berlin in Germany for the G20 Compact with Africa conference on Monday. The president's official plane, the Nigerian Air Force One, touched down at the Willy Brandt Berlin Brandenburg International Airport at Berlin at about 1:17 a.m. on Sunday. He was received by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Tuga, and charged the affairs of Nigeria's embassy in Germany, Ambassador Ngekem Regina Ocheni. President Tinubu is expected to attend the G20 Compact with Africa CWA conference on Monday, November 20th, 2023, being hosted by the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz. During the conference, President Tinubu will join other heads of state and government of CWA member countries, bilateral partners, as well as heads of international organizations to deliberate on the immediate enhancement of economic and business cooperation with a view to outlining concrete measures to boost investment in critical areas such as energy, trade, infrastructure, and new technologies, amongst others. In line with the long tradition, the CJN will, during the special court session, deliver a State of the Judiciary address that would highlight the performance of the Apex Court and the Nigerian judiciary in general in the 2022/2023 legal year. The Director of Press and Information of the Apex Court, Dr. Akonde Festus, made this known in a press statement he issued on Sunday in Abuja. According to him, other leading stakeholders in the justice sector will present speeches bordering on the state of the justice sector of the country at the occasion. They include the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice, Chairman of the Body of Senior Advocates of Nigeria, and the Nigerian Bar Association. The federal government has released a total of 4,068 inmates in all the custodial centers across the country in an effort to decongest the custodial centers in the country. Minister of Interior Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, while flagging of payment of fines and compensations for inmates, held an account of their inability to pay their fines as penalties for their crimes on Saturday at the Medium Security Custodial Center, Kuje, Abuja. She said the gesture is in line with President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda.
We are already clearing all our inmates with fines of less than 1 million. That's 4,068 people. We are clearing that. And the whole reformatory process of the correctional service has started. We are going to see development in terms of the living condition of our inmates. We are going to see about their rehabilitative processes in terms of infrastructural development, in terms of skill acquisition, and of course in terms of giving them hope, so that they can be rehabilitated and be reformed to be able to contribute their own quota to national development.
NDLEA has arrested a wanted drug kingpin, Ibrahim Momo, 7 years after he had escaped from Kuje prison in the FCT. Also known as Ibrahim Bendel, he was serving a prison term also for drug dealing when he escaped from custody. NDLEA's spokesman, Mr. Femi Babafemi, stated on Sunday in Abuja that Momo was arrested in a raid on his hideout at Filin Dabo Dede area of Abuja. Babafemi described Momo as a notorious major distributor of illicit substances within the FCT and recalled that he was first arrested on November 17, 2014 with Indian hemp weighing 385.1 kg, prosecuted and convicted. He explained that Momo was convicted and sentenced to 7.5 years in prison on July 22, 2015, but escaped from prison custody on May 16, 2016. President Bola Tinubu, through his media aide Ajuri Ngelale, on Saturday morning congratulated the government and people of Liberia following the successful conduct of the Liberian presidential election. He enjoined the president-elect Joseph Boakai to unite the country and build on the popular support expressed through the ballot box to deliver good governance to the people of Liberia. He also lauded the outgoing President George Weah for demonstrating uncommon leadership by conceding the election and averting any form of socio-political crisis. In same vein, former President Goodluck Jonathan has lauded the show of statesmanship by Liberian President George Weah in the just concluded presidential election for accepting defeat to opposition leader Joseph Boakai. In his tweet on Saturday titled "Liberia Wins, Democracy Gains," Jonathan said he was pleased with the outcome of the democratic process in Liberia. The former Nigerian leader commended Weah for accepting defeat and congratulating his opponent ahead of the official declaration. He noted that the win and the peaceful election process was a plus for democracy and the West African Regional Bloc, the economic community of West African states. Vice President Kashim Shettima on Saturday launched the Abdul Samad Rabiu Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship at the University of Maiduguri, Borno State. The 1 billion naira center was constructed and donated to the university by the Abdul Samad Rabiu Africa Initiative to accelerate the growth and development of innovation and entrepreneurship among students and researchers. Shettima and Abdul Samad Rabiu were both awardees of honorary doctor degrees of the university at its 24th combined convocation held on Saturday. The Minister of State for Environment, Isiaq Salako, has emphasized that climate action is pivotal to realizing the 8 presidential priorities outlined by the current administration. Salako stated this on Saturday in Abuja during the launch of a project mapping climate change impact and policies across Nigeria's 36 states. He noted that managing environmental issues and climate change successfully requires full participation from sub-national government and all citizens. The minister noted that climate vulnerabilities differ nationwide based on regional variations, with northern areas experiencing more severe effects like drought and desertification. Salako revealed that the mapping project assessed each state's climate awareness, actions taken, and needs to improve climate resilience as it would help direct resources to the most vulnerable areas requiring urgent intervention. The National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, has said President Bola Tinubu is committed to reforming the Nigerian police force. According to him, apart from the Special Committee on Police Reform constituted by the President during the last National Police Council meeting, the Office of the NSA has agreed with the United Nations Development Programme and the German Embassy for a comprehensive police reform initiative. A statement on Saturday by the Head Strategic Communication Office of the National Security Advisor, Zachary Minjiyawa, said Ribadu stated this during a meeting with the UNDP resident representative, Mohamed Yahaya, and the German ambassador to Nigeria, Annette Gunther. During the meeting, the NSA reiterated President Tinubu's commitment to lead a comprehensive police reform process anchored on trust, human rights, rule of law, and efficient public service. Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Mohammed Ali Pati, says the health of Nigerians was not just a matter of well-being, but also a fundamental human right. Ali Pati made this known at the 64th session of the National Council on Health in Ado-Ekiti, Ekiti State. Pati says the UHC was the embodiment of the vision for a healthier and more prosperous nation and a strategic advantage for Nigeria as a nation, adding that though great progress had been made over the years, the pace had not been commensurate with the investments and the complexities of the country's health system. According to him, the federal government is putting in place necessary structure and framework to effectively and efficiently address the wider determinants of health. Pati said effective governance is the bedrock upon which the UHC stands. And in this development-based University, Abuja has again graduated another set of graduates at a colorful ceremony which took place at the university premises. The 613 students who came from various departments of the institutions were seen celebrating with their parents and friends. Agbo Clinton, who was at the base university, now completes the story.
The 10th convocation ceremony of Base University had a total of 613 graduates from different faculties of the institution. The best overall graduated with first class was Maureen Ikeje Sharon Adebajo, who studied law, scored 3.81 GPA. The founder and pro-chancellor of Base University, Senator Yusuf Datti Baba Ahmed, said, with the caliber of students from Base University, Nigeria has taken the lead in education globally.
Nigeria is capable of achieving great objectives. Base is very fast on the track of being internationally, that's globally recognized. Right now we're recognized in Africa. Base has established the biggest private hospital by built area in Africa. Our graduates and our graduates have consistently scored distinction degrees in the UK, a country that is known to have a hallmark of educational quality globally. So we have been able to establish that Nigeria can be a global player once again.
The acting vice-chancellor of Base University, Professor Catherine Ebelechukwu Okafor-San, said the school would consolidate on its past record to continue to maintain standard.
Capacity is what gives you ability. So rather than if you have one person and you capacitate the person, it can do 50. So we are all consolidated towards building a new paradigm in education.
Aisha Babangida, the daughter of the former head of state who stood in for her late mother, says education is a vital tool for every woman.
Women, we need to educate ourselves. We need to get informed about what is available to us and for us. And then we also need to rally together and support each other and love each other.
Aisha Babangida also said she will continue to improve on the legacy left behind by her late mother.
What will guide me in my own path as well. So the Legacies, the Better Life program for the African Roma is still there. I'm running it, and I've been running it since she passed away. So we're enhancing the programs by turning it into probably agri project based, because we notice that all the women that we support in the communities are farmers. So how do we now upscale them? Production, processing, packaging, access to market, access to finance. So that's what we're doing.
The convocation ceremony also witnessed the honorary award of Doctors of Science conferred on late Hajia Mariam Babangida and degree of Doctor of Letters conferred on late Justice Muhammad Bello. Ms. Juan Ebuta, graduate from the Law Department of Base University, expressed appreciation to God and family members.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all the sacrifices you made. Thank you for the support, for the emotional support, financial support, physical support. Sometimes my mom would call me for hours just to calm me down because I was worried about a test. So my dad would tell me that I should hold my head high. That's my name. My name is Moreni Kechi, and just thank you. And even my brother, who constantly helped me, he helped me find textbooks, cases. So thank you.
Well-wishers, friends, and family members all stormed the colorful event of the 10th convocation ceremony of Base University. Agbo Clinton reporting for Global TV.
Suspected gunmen yesterday attacked the Usmanu Danfodio University community, Sokoto, and reportedly shot and killed one person, leaving others in critical condition. According to eyewitness reports, the suspected gunmen, who were in numbers, stormed the Dundayen Bakin Gobi village, 600 meters away from the university main campus, shooting sporadically, which made communities within and outside institution to scamper for safety. When the gunmen stormed the village, youths in the community resisted and confronted the gunmen, which forced the attackers to open fire, killing one and leaving several others with gunshot wounds. Police in Bayelsa have nabbed one of the suspected killers of SP Bako Angbashim, former divisional police officer of Ahoada Division in Rivers. The police spokesman in Bayelsa, CSP Asinim Butswat, stated on Saturday that the suspect, Onyekachi Ikowa, 43, the second in command to Tubaba, leader of the dreaded Icelander cult group in Rivers, was arrested on November 18th. Based on intelligence reports, Ikowa was hibernating in Yagor after the careless murder of late SP Angwashim in September. Commissioner of Police in Bayelsa, Mr. Francis Idu, charged that he be fished out. The senior special assistant to the president on school feeding, Yetunde Adeniji, has disclosed that the federal government plans to feed 100,000 displaced children in the north. Adeniji revealed the plan when her delegation sought the support of the Nasarawa State Governor, Abdullahi Sule, and the Emir of Bogo Kingdom, Mohammed Dantoro, to help facilitate the program during a familiarization tour. The presidential aide said the federal government plans to start with 5,000 of these displaced kits for the first phase of the feeding initiative, with the hope of increasing the number to 100,000 subsequently. This was disclosed in a statement issued in Abuja on Saturday by her media team. The General Officer commanding 3rd Division Nigerian Army, Major General A.E. Abubakar, has pledged to ensure the security and safety of Nigerian National Youth Service Corps members serving in Plateau State. Speaking during a visit to the NYSC orientation camp in Jos this week, Abubakar outlined efforts by his command and the military's Operation Safe Haven to maintain peace in Plateau, is contained in a statement released on Saturday via the Nigerian Army's X account. Abubakar urged the Corps members to remain vigilant and provide security agencies useful information to apprehend suspicious persons. He advised them to shun social vices and be law-abiding. The senior commander warned that there will be no hiding place for criminals, as Operation Safe Haven troops are committed to hunting them down. The Kogi State Police Command has said that the arrest of the Kogi State governorship candidate of the Action Alliance, Olayinka Brimo, during the off-cycle governorship election in the state was not in connection with any electoral offense. The command stated that Brimo was arrested by the police because of his disregard for restriction orders. These followed reports that the governorship candidate and some of his aides were arrested in the Kababono local government area of the state for allegedly having in their possession some campaign materials which were kept in his vehicle. The spokesperson of the State Police Command, William Aya, clarified that Brimo and his aides' arrest was not related to the rumored offense as reported by other media, saying it was based on the violation of the order on the restriction of movement on the election day. The Federal Road Safety Corps has urged road users to prioritize safety as they ply the road before, during, and after the Yuletide. The Delta State FRSC Sector Commander Basi Eshet gave the advice during a visit to road crash victims at the Federal Medical Center, Asaba, on Saturday. Aishet described road traffic crashes and fatalities as a public health crisis that requires urgent, concise, and dedicated actions. He called on government, stakeholders, and the public to uplift proven strategies such as redesigning dangerous roads, enforcing speed limits, and improving vehicle designs and all components to make the roads safe for users. You're watching Global TV News Prime, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. On the foreign team, the unscrewed Starship spacecraft launched aboard the most powerful rocket ever built on Saturday morning were lost shortly after liftoff. The Super Heavy rocket booster ignited its 33 massive engines and Starship experienced a safe liftoff but failed. SpaceX on Saturday carried out the second test launch of Starship, the largest rocket ever built that Elon Musk hopes will one day colonize Mars, while NASA awaits a modified version to land humans on the moon. It comes after a first attempt to fly the spaceship in its fully stacked configuration back in April ended in a spectacular explosion over the Gulf of Mexico. And in business, the Nigerian naira appreciated massively against the dollar on Friday, closing at 791.75 naira to a dollar at the official market. The naira's gain has come as a relief to many experts who had expected the Central Bank of Nigeria's recent move to clear some of its FX backlog to boost confidence in the currency. The domestic currency appreciated 6.24% to close at 791.75 naira to a dollar at the close of business on Friday. Data from the NAFEM, where Forex is officially traded, depicts this. However, the naira weakened marginally at the parallel Forex market, where Forex is sold unofficially. The exchange rate depreciated by 0.26%, quoted at 1,140 naira to a dollar, while peer-to-peer traders quoted around 1,130.60 naira to a dollar. Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen made the final 10-man shortlist for the men's category of the 2023 CAF Player of the Year award. The 24-year-old is considered to be a top contender for the award following his 8th-place finish at the recent 2023 Ballon d'Or Award in October in Paris, France. According to the CAF release, the ultimate winner of each category will be decided after votes from a voting panel consisting of CAF Technical Committee, media professionals, head coaches, and captains of member associations and clubs involved in the group stages of the inter-club competitions. The award ceremony is scheduled for December 11 at the Palais des Congrès, Marrakech in Morocco. Super Eagles goalkeeper Maduka Okoye pulled out the 2026 World Cup qualifiers against Lesotho and Zimbabwe due to issues with his international passport. Sharon Ajay, our sports correspondent, has details and more.
Okoye was initially listed in Osei Pasairo's 23-man squad but was replaced by Bendel Insurance goalie Amas Obasogi on Monday. Speaking with journalists prior to Nigeria's game against Lesotho at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium, Pasairos said the Udinese keeper had issues with his passport and had to resolve on time ahead of future international engagements. The passport issue would have affected his travel to Nigeria and also his identification for the World Cup qualifying games against Lesotho and Zimbabwe. Meanwhile, Super Eagles head coach Osei Pesairo has dismissed the suggestion he may be sacked by the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) after Nigerians' 1-1 draw with Lesotho in the 2026 World Cup qualifier opener in Uyo. Speaking during his post-match press conference, Pesairo was asked if the NFF should decide to terminate his contract based on the result. Also, Pesairo expressed disappointment over the suggestion, and he also expressed displeasure over the result and the performance, saying his team tried but couldn't get to the maximum point. However, Lesotho stayed behind all through for 90 minutes. They only came forward 2 and 3 times. Sharon Ajay reporting for Global TV News.
And that's it on Global TV News Cycle. We're on Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. I am Queen Agaba. Thank you for watching and see you soon.